All right, welcome to Sports Ham. Awesome show for you again today. We want you to be part of it. Like, comment, subscribe if you like content like this and want to see more. And also follow us across social media at sports.ham on Instagram and TikTok. And don't forget to check out our website, sportsham.com. On today's show, a truly bizarre story out of Bulgaria. We have to hit this one. Top soccer league did what was supposed to be a solemn moment of silence for a recently deceased player, and that went horribly wrong. Then we're talking hockey. Annual FDNY versus NYPD charity game just wrapped up. They've got some bad blood when they lace them up. We're going to check out some past fights between those two sides. Very awesome stuff. They're very fun. Then a bit of breaking news as the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake just announced they're officially bringing back Bam Margera, but only after some behind-the-scenes drama. All that and more coming up, but first, what the fuck is going on in pickleball?
Yeah, so right here, you can see we've had this looping. It looks as though fight night at pickleball. It's like,
This clearly had some sort of like, oh my gosh, members only pickleball event factory warehouse. They turned. Look at it.
you went to spank 'em with it, bro.
The Captain Falco wind up just to like miss terribly.
Yeah,
So
I love that they're like in the fishbowl here, just going at each other. I'm gonna pull out of our full frame here, but yeah, that people take pickleball so seriously. And it gets me always going back to pickleball as like a psyop, this idea that like Bill Gates is behind pickleball and how they
yeah,
like why is he supporting it and why are they converting like shopping malls into pickleball courts?
yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely blew up over COVID. It seems, which I think goes into a deeper conspiracy
Yeah,
with
well,
rich billionaires.
yeah, and the guys that actually invented pickleball used to be, I think, in the CIA. So there's a whole
Oh,
thing there. Too much for today, but yeah, excellent pickleball fight. Who'd have thought? Very passionate, the players. And
oh, Taylor, that
yeah.
reminds me of this awesome other fight I saw. It just went viral again. It's about a one-armed fighter absolutely TKOing the guy he was up against. Look at this. So his name is Marney Maxx, and despite missing
Over
his
here on
left
Happy
arm
Punch.
past the elbow, he still packs a hell of a punch with his right. You got to check this.
All right, I'm gonna play it up. This is December 13th, 2004. Here we go.
Look at that. Yeah, he's fucking. You damn right. I got one arm.
Split. Who's this guy? Did he have a grill?
Look at that, dude. Oh, look at that. Lands with the kick. Beautiful. Oh my god. And just rocks him in the jaw. And he tried to even hit him with the stub.
He
Dude,
does. He
way to
did.
go.
Wow.
Very sick. Yeah. So this is a fight from earlier in the year that randomly went viral again. It's from Chutu, Brazil, 127, where Max leveled Esterfes and Silva. Say that 5 times fast, or just one time in normal speed. It's difficult for me. Hit him with the right hand. Of course, he hit him with the right hand. Love that that's the write up in the article. He hit him. He knocked him out with his right hand. And if you're gonna fight this guy, like mainly just look out for the right hand, right? I mean, like
I love
what
they had to
else are you defending?
specify.
Yeah.
No, they had to specify which hand was used.
I
It
the,
feels a little that's just disrespectful in a way. Like,
the nub
like,
got him in
hey,
one way.
okay, like we said this guy's one armed. Let's make sure when we tell everybody he got knocked out, we
Yeah.
specify it was the good arm.
Yeah, hit him with the one that had fingers on it. That was great.
Yeah.
So the finish just caught fire again on social media when it made its
Wow.
rounds on the X. But Max apparently is no rookie. He's been fighting professionally since 2013. He's got 4 of
Really?
his 6 wins coming from knockout, and the other 2 being from submission. So with the latest
Okay.
victory, Max is now riding a first 3-fight win streak of his career. So congratulations, Marty Max. That's a hell of an achievement, especially for. It's like when you could like the saying is like you could fight him with his arm tied behind his back. Like this guy is doing it, winning. So I don't know how you can't like practice for like, hey, if the coach is like maybe like just look out for the right. I don't know. That'd be
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
ideal way to fight this.
It's brilliant. It's just brilliant. That's amazing and
Yeah,
follow your dreams, people.
big fan of Marnie Max. All right, let's move on to our top story. Top tier Bulgarian soccer team has officially issued an apology after holding a minute of silence for a former player who was still very much alive at the time. So before a match in Bulgaria's top football league between Levski Sofia and Arda Kardzhali, Earlier this season, Arda, the home squad, honored ex-player Petko Ganchev with a minute-long tribute of silence, only to later realize the man they were mourning was alive. And not only was Petko still alive, he was actually practicing safe driving habits while his former club thought he was 6 feet under. So
Yeah.
Ganchev talked to his Bulgarian news outlet Blitz. He said that he found out about the mix-up while driving home to watch the very match being honored in.
Yeah, right here they say the management of PFC Arda would like to express a huge apology to former Arda player Petko and his relatives after the club received wrong information about his death.
Yeah, clearly. I
That
would
is
say
a
so.
that is a quote, a direct quote.
So I guess
And I also love down here where Petko himself is like, I just don't miss a chance to watch Arda matches on TV.
yeah. He
While I
told
was driving home, my phone started ringing a lot, but I'm driving and I don't care to pick it up.
he was like avoiding death at all costs, and his team thought he was dead. I think it's amazing. He went
Yeah,
on to say, he didn't answer because he's a very cautious driver who never picks up behind the wheel of an automobile. And he said he parked in front of his house where he was met by his wife, who was in tears saying, I'll try to do a Bulgarian accent. I don't know what they sound like. His wife was in tears saying, Petko, Petko, on the television, they announced you had passed. Like, there's something to this when you're like watching people. It's like attending your own funeral.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how I don't know how a mix up like this happens. But
Yeah, I mean, and there's no obituary. There's no one that said that he, like, at least from what we've read and have seen here, like, no one outright told the club that he died. Like, did just one of the former teammates or somebody on the team go, "Oh, that guy's dead," and they just were like, "Oh, we should honor him." Is that what? Like,
yeah, with a moment of
how do you
silence.
get into this situation? Yeah,
So after the incident, the team had to go to Facebook to issue an apology to Ganchev, saying that they had received wrong information about his death. The team said the management of PFC Arda would like to express a huge apology to the former Arda player Petko Ganchev and his relatives after the club received wrong information. Ganchev responded by saying, "Truthfully, the situation was not pleasant." But
I'm
at
gonna
the end of
kick
the
over
day,
here. Uh, you can see the moment of
oh
silence
my god,
here. Team bonded together over the death.
there he is.
Yep. The everybody just taking that all in, just giving it a second.
Why did they shoot this on a potato? Bulgaria is like not caught up. I mean, no offense against Bulgaria. I'm sure
I
it's a nice
mean,
place.
I don't know. I mean, this can't be the broadcast footage, right? Is that the broadcast footage?
Oh, rest in
Reminds me of
peace.
like 90s hockey
Yeah,
and like baseball. I mean, even baseball was clearer than that, I feel like. But yeah, I think that this is just and there's your fans.
yeah. Yeah,
Buddy.
they're all, yeah, all right.
It's
We miss you. We miss you, Petko.
yeah, they're like who?
Ultimately, the match ended in a 1-1 draw, so both teams earned a point. Nobody died. I think that's like a
Yeah,
huge achievement. So nobody lost. Nobody died.
no yellow card.
No yellow card. Rest in peace, Petko.
Rest
Happy
in
you're still
peace.
with us.
Yeah.
Move on to some hockey, huh?
Yeah, I think here it is. Up here, just
Hmm.
get a look at this is live streaming. Um, FDNY and NYPD rivalry, a tale as old as time.
Hmm. At least since the
The
70s.
51st annual hockey game race earlier this month, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the latest chapter in the hockey rivalry hit the ice. It's 51st said annual showdown. Another classic. FDNY edged out the NYPD 6-2. That win bumps the firefighters' current streak to 6-0-1 in the last 7 matchups with tops. Surprised they allow them to tie. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with that.
Yeah. Maybe there's just like not enough time.
Maybe
it's
there was a
different
fire.
Maybe there was a fire.
we gotta get to work. What are we doing here?
Yeah. So this link here, if anyone wants to watch the actual game, that's here on the LI Sports Network. But over here we have a beautiful post of the FDNY showing off the trophy, and now doing their
Solid.
thing. Like, look at us, we beat you again.
Some solid silverware there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. Reminds me of all the hockey trophies that ever existed.
Yeah,
They definitely stayed on brand with
that's
trophy.
right. Yeah, let's put like a base on it with plaques and then a cup on top. I think that'd be
Yeah,
like a really, really good way to go.
and I
But the
think it's
last,
fascinating. This is a dedicated trophies. This
yeah.
like this
Where do you think they
alone.
keep that? They just keep it at one of the fire stations, maybe.
I maybe at like a headquarters. Maybe I. That's a really great question, actually. Um, Maybe we can find an answer.
It'd be on brand if they put water in the cup and drank from it, like firefighters use water.
Oh my god, that's so funny. And it's just funny because basically this beef between the in FDNY and NYPD has been going on for a very long time. I found this article here from New York Magazine that goes back as far as 1998. Now this specifically isn't hockey, so to speak, but it's just the departments themselves. And this article here is claiming that the battle was started by the firefighters one night when they were drunk. They've named it the Battle of the Badges, and it apparently turned very ugly when a bunch of drunken firefighters at a midtown restaurant attacked a cop who came to aid the eatery's besieged bouncer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it just keeps going. The stuff that I never even knew. Apparently, during rescue attempts at the Twin Towers, we're talking 9/11 right now. 9/11. Apparently, Giuliani had created an Office of Emergency Management, right? And NYPD essentially went in and said that they felt FDNY was basically taking too many breaks and weren't actually trying to help anybody.
Can't
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah. That eventually escalated. Obviously, November 2001, there was 1,000 firefighters that protested, and that turned into apparently a huge battle. They clashed at ground zero, or near ground zero, sorry. And 12 firefighters were arrested, 5 police were assaulted.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it keeps going. I won't go into major detail. If anyone wants to read about the beef, we'll have this link in the source below. But yeah, Battle of the Badges, love that.
That's
That
great
should be
stuff.
like a boxing match or something. That's just unreal.
They should do that next.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of boxing matches here, we have some incredible clips. Over the years, the on-ice brawls have been a no-holds-barred. Check this out.
Yeah. So this was from 2014.
Oh my god.
I mean, look at them going, buddy, down there.
These are our heroes.
Yeah, this is the same broadcast team from Bulgaria.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Petko.
Yeah.
Check this out. Look at even the goalies. We got a goalie fight. We got a goalie fight. Come on. Oh, go back over. We got to see that. This is nuts, man. That is some real bad blood. Like all the gloves are on the ice.
It was big. The video continues for quite a while. You can see fans just going at it, just chanting. It's a whole thing. And it doesn't end there. I mean, this isn't even the first time that they've gotten into an altercation like this, right? Like, they also had another charity hockey game go to a fight. Right here, just laying into each other.
That's a firefighter beating up a cop, in case you can't tell. Oh, with the right hook.
Yeah.
Oh, he's down and out.
Nasty.
Oh, we got
down
some.
And out.
We got some great comments from the Instagram with this video on it. Someone said the cop didn't have his gun on him and didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I see that right here. I'm pulling up this one. It's another, like you said, post of the same one there. Look at that hook.
Oh my god.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh my god. Here's a rough one. I think the cop got confused and forgot what to do because it wasn't a black person or his wife.
Yeah. The comments are pretty gnarly. Remember, no one ever wrote a song called "Fuck the Fire Department."
No.
And people going as far as saying, "Guys, stop! I can't like every comment." So NYPD definitely has a bit of a bad reputation. Great fights, great rivalry. Hopefully they can figure it out over time. Maybe brokered. Um,
Break bread again. Well, over the last
yeah.
5 decades, the firefighters lead the all-time series with 28 wins. NYPD has 18. Like I said, 3 ties. Again, just surprising. I don't know why there couldn't shootout. I don't know why there couldn't be a shootout because we know who'd win that.
Maybe they don't go OT because of the money involved. That could be a reason. It is meant to be charity.
Defunding the police. They don't have enough money to have extra rink time.
Yeah, they have to ask the FDNY.
Right. You could just pour a little hose water on it, right? Hoser. They probably call them
I
hosers all the time too. That's probably what the cops do all the time.
yeah. I
Genius.
just love the irony that people who put out fires are putting the NYPD nice.
Let's go, Taylor. I see
Yeah.
what you did there. Fucking solid. So, yeah, awesome stuff. Hopefully, we see more. I don't want to say more fights. I do. But it is a great event. All proceeds from the Heroes Hockey Showdown charity match benefit organizations such as Tunnels to Towers Foundation, as well as FAM of fallen first responders. So great stuff there. Yeah. Yeah. So to wrap up the show today, some awesome news. All this, it was just great. So after years and years of drug abuse, alcoholism from one of my childhood heroes, I guess unfortunately, it's official that Bam Margera will join the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake. So yeah, little background on this. Bam wasn't actually, I guess, allowed to be on it because he had a bad way for a long time. Burned most of his bridges in this, but finally got apparently got sober and he's been skating. So pretty awesome. Here's a full rundown on it. You should check it out on Skateboarding Magazine. So it
Yeah.
was earlier this month confirmed that the Jackass star will appear as a secret skater in the upcoming remake. None other than Tony Hawk had to step in and vouch for Bam with Activision after he was impressed by his sobriety and demanded Activision add him back in. Yeah, so Margera talks about it a lot in an interview you can watch over there. But here's some clips from the game and Bam talking about it. You got to check out his social media site as well. He looks like he's skating and he looks great too. He's been sober for should be over a year now of my time on that. But we have some clips we can show of Bam skating recently.
Yeah, I was gonna pull those up. So I mean, this is the clip that you were mentioning. It's behind the scenes scanning him character. So it looks like it's gonna be an updated version of
Yeah.
him as well. And this is on Tony Hawk the game and Bam Margera. Yeah, I mean recent clips that he's been doing here where he's skating all over his social media. So anyone who follows him already has already seen. Yeah, he just looks so he looks healthy. Um he doesn't look nearly as anxiety ridden as when he was doing his interviews with Steve-O.
Yeah.
I remember when Steve-O was trying to help him out with sobriety and brought
Yeah.
him on to the podcast, and we're not affiliated at all. Yeah, he was talking with Steve-O, and you can see that he was nervous, and like even he wasn't convinced
Mhm.
that he was getting sober in a way. So it's nice to see him back in his element. Just like you said, childhood hero. I can remember watching his shows. I remember days where maybe it's raining out, or you're watching some Bam
Mhm.
or or any of his skate parts, and it finally stops raining. You're like, okay, we got to go out and
Yeah.
like pop on your audios and you go
That's
and like
right.
and you go and skate out in the street,
My
man. Like
element
that
board.
was yeah, with your element board, yeah. Um, I was partial to almost, but
I had a girl board for most of my life. I had a girl and
did you?
hero. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
yeah. But Bam was so inspiring as like a childhood idiot, I guess you could say. You like wanted to be on Jackass. I mean, the jovial Bam, it made you. I don't know. You kind of got a lot of that like. I don't know. Just a kind of a badass dude. So watching him go through
yeah,
like years of struggling with addiction and like I said at the top, burning bridges with people like Steve O and Knock and the entire Jackass crew, Knoxville. Really cool to see
yeah.
that he kind of got everything together, and it looks like back in a big way. So good for him.
Definitely, I wholeheartedly agree, and it's weird and interesting, I think, because when you talk about sobriety, most people who are getting sober, they don't have to live with the done. it- Let me rephrase this: they live with what they've done, of course, but they don't have to have a visual reminder of what they've done because all of Viva La Bam is essentially a documentary on his life of all the shit he was doing, and some of it's for be entertaining, but a part of it too is addiction that you don't see on the camera. I'm sure it's hard to have built a brand around a particular lifestyle, and then trying to figure out who you are now that you're that behind.
Mm. Really excited. Hopefully this is a successful launch of 3 and 4, and we can get all of them back out there, because those talk about shaping a childhood, man. That's nostalgia.
Yeah, same.
Players can now pre-order the game at the Tony Hawk Pro Skater website. The game is set to be released July 11th, so you can go do that now if you'd like to. Taylor,
Yes.
hell of a show. Glad we could talk Bam Margera. That was super. And
Yeah, definitely.
and rest in peace, Petko. I mean, buddy, if you're out there and you're watching this, we miss you. Maybe we can hold a minute of silence to close the show.
Yeah, I don't think we should, but we can.
Rest in peace, Petko.